You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live.
Oh, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the new watch. I'm Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Tony York.
I was just typing a comment, and I guess no one's here who expects the show today, but see Mike showed up.
What's up, Oz? Top of the morning. Sorry, we're a little
It's
late.
like fucking midday here. A little late you're at.
Sorry, I was a little late. I went to go get cigarettes. You guys are lucky I'm not my fucking dad, though. I would have never came back.
Yeah, no shit. We were starting about 20 minutes earlier than what we have been.
Yeah, so actually we're early, so I take it back. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Whatever.
What was that fucking thing called, Tony? I wasn't looking it up when I was talking to you. I'm looking it up right now, though.
What, the audiobook?
Yeah, I want to save it for later.
It's The Hunter by Devin C. Ford.
Wasteland, right?
Yep.
Got it.
There's two of them there, and it just basically abruptly fucking ends, starts into the other one. They're all, this is not meant to be a standalone. It's absolutely a series. Hey, Sammy.
R.C. Bray.
That's the guy who's reading it. He's really fucking good.
So I got Hunter Wasteland, Trader Wasteland, and Alive for Now.
I haven't got to the third one.
Okay.
I'm only on Trader.
Okay. I'm going to check it out.
There, them things are about 10, 12 hours long.
I'm going to check it out. It ain't like anime or nothing like crazy, right? It's like reality-based shit.
Well, it's like futuristic wasteland shit.
But did they go nuts with the sci-fi, or is it kind of like based in reality, sort of?
Other than radiated mutants out in the wasteland, no, it's not. It's pretty straightforward, you know, how shitty fucking humans are type stuff.
Oh, that's like right now. Look,
Yeah,
no,
just imagine right now without all the modern conveniences.
Yeah, people's fucking heads would explode. Oh, God.
I'm not sure how far in the future it is, but it is a pretty good bit.
2023. In the year 2023.
What the hell did I just watch that was talking?
I can't help you with that one.
I think it was the last audiobook I listened to, The Tomorrow Wars by, I don't know who it was. The alternate title is The Chronicles of Max Redacted. That was actually a really fucking good pair of books.
That was like what's that one, like a spy kind of book?
That one's a lot closer to today in the political vein of our government wanting to take over and oppress what they could of the United States after they had to hand it over to all our fucking debtors, mainly China.
Right, yeah.
when the spy agency crashed the fucking economy. I'm not sure you would care for that one as much as this one, though. You know, there's a lot of the in the woods hunting shit, stuff like that.
In this
I
one?
no,
Oh, and the other one, yeah, I could get into that shit. I can get into that shit. Remember, I was something of a hunter, small game hunter.
well, there's a lot of squirrels killed in. So
Good, 'cause I've killed a lot of squirrels. I hope
the
I hope when I go to hell or something like that, I don't have to explain myself for all that.
you and me both. At least not for that.
Oh God, could you imagine
Hey,
somebody like
Scotty.
fucking when we go to hell, we get cut up the middle, and then somebody stands on our fucking head and then pulls us up by our feet and fucking takes our skin off? Ugh, that would suck.
Actually, actually, the good way to do it is slice them right above the asshole
Yeah,
uh, in a kind of U-shaped pattern. Grab the tail and
and
step on their fucking head.
then just take that sweater off.
Yep.
Oh God. I'm thinking about it getting done to me still alive in hell. Some 20-foot demon just fucking manhandling me.
How's that feel, bitch?
Remember little fucking Ted? Who the fuck was Ted? The squirrel you killed. This is his family.
Which fucking one?
Oh, don't worry, we're not done yet. We still got fucking 182,736 days in hell left.
And wait until we get to the fucking feral cats.
Yeah. Remember that cat you drowned in middle school? Your
Well, I've
turn.
never really been cruel about it,
Oh
but
yeah, sure, yeah, right. Me neither. Yeah.
uh, I haven't honestly.
No, yeah, me too.
But I still won't miss the chance of shooting a fucking cat out in the woods.
Oh yeah, I've gotten a few like not to like. Well, it was to get it out of here. We had stray cats in Phoenix, and I shot quite a few of them with the pellet gun.
See,
But
what a
it's
lot of people don't fucking understand is how a cat fucking works. Fucking cats are one of the few things on earth that kill for pleasure.
yeah, cats are demon people. They're murderers.
To get us back out of hell. I seen a news poll today
Hmm.
on the Biden approval rating.
And it's up or down.
Well,
Oh no! Go
they
ahead.
said that over half the people disapprove of his job performance. And the numbers are 52% approve, 53% disapprove.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
The
I
1%.
don't know where you fuckers learn to do math because that's not quite adding up because that comes up
It's
to
105. Yeah,
105%.
yeah, it's 105%.
Uh, and we know the numbers more along the lines of, 16%, 16% approval.
Oh God.
Now we're discussing how to dispatch of the sweaters on animals.
Yeah. Oh God.
If you honestly, if you cut just underneath the tail, the thing in kind of a U shape, so it goes up beside the tail, and then cut through the tailbone right at the carcass. Step on the back feet, pull on it. You'll pull almost all the fur off, about 2/3 in one
Enough.
go.
Yeah, enough.
Then all you got to do is grab what's still underneath on the, probably most of the time it's like in the middle of their chest, and just peel it off down around the back feet. and then
I
you
always
cut both,
I always
both
found it
steps.
easier. I don't know if the head is used for anything, but I always found it like 100 times fucking easier when you cut the head off.
Nope.
I've I don't know.
If you do it by the tail, it'll pull the hide up around the head
Yeah, it
and
takes the whole thing
teeth.
off. Yeah.
And then you got the ability to cut all four paws off and the head off at the neck without fur getting involved if you've done your part.
See,
Not
I
got fur
always
all over it, which I've never managed to fucking do.
I've always slit it and then cut it on its ass and then fucking step on it and then cut its head off and then fucking step on its tail and pull the tail up.
I
I
don't have.
thought stepping on the back feet and pulling the tail up, I just thought that was the way to go.
Well, I've seen a couple of ways. You can split it directly across the back, right in the center of its back,
Mhm.
and work your fingers in there and pull it apart, like you're breaking plastic 6-pack holders.
Oh, yeah,
That works.
okay, yeah.
That works easily too.
That sounds
Uh,
barbaric. Dig my fingers in here real quick and fucking.
Depends on if you want to keep the tail or not. About half the time, if you don't get a good purchase on the tail, you'll rip the fucking thing off
Oh yeah.
or rip it in half.
You got to get close to the base as possible.
Which means as close to a squirrel's ass as possible.
Yeah, but you already cut his ass open, so it don't matter.
Nah, you ain't.
Well, in a way. Right above his asshole.
Well, if you don't want to sound despicable like that, then just right below his tail.
And what's right below the tail, kids? The asshole!
Sometimes words matter.
That is, hey, you ain't lying. They matter a whole fucking lot.
I actually back to the poll thing. I couldn't believe they were stupid enough to post that on fucking the Today Show.
Yeah, that's retarded.
And anybody listening, either you see that they're fucking ignorant with their goddamn numbering, or you're stupid.
Well, that's what they're banking on. You got to understand that the stupidity of the average American citizen is the hope of the American politician.
Yeah, well,
The stupider we are, the less questions we ask. Like, what the fuck is 105% of Americans? Unless you, oh, Scotty says they're still counting illegals. I was gonna say
they,
unless they're counting dead people, but illegals is good too.
well, I did see where they just expanded the work visa thing
What
for.
the? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't that the same thing they were talking about extending the work visas and giving people voter IDs and all that shit? Is that the same
I don't
story?
know.
Oh,
The
okay.
Department of Homeland Security just extended the work visa program, I think, for 6 months
For everybody, for Mexico.
for people in here on work visa.
Oh, okay. So that could be anybody then.
Yeah.
It could be an Irish motherfucker for all we know.
Want to get to gun news?
Yeah, let's hit it.
I seen this morning that they were discussing the mass shooting in San Diego, saying it was rival gangs.
Oh, and
Still mass shooting.
oh, no shit. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Still mass shooting.
So it's still a shooting incident, but it's a gang shooting incident?
Yeah, it's two rival gangs shooting at each other.
And I'm gonna have to put down an early bet on this one if it hasn't come out yet that they were all fucking holding ghost guns.
I'm sure that they'll figure out a way to say that. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that that's the actual factual. I'm just saying that that's gonna be one of the next news stories related to this. I could already see it.
Well, if they're being honest, there's a pretty good chance that every gun there was probably untraceable to the people that actually held them.
What
I
is
mean,
the?
if the gun in your hand cannot identify that you're the one that had it, then it's untraceable to you,
Yeah,
serial number or not.
yeah, yeah. Leave that motherfucker right at the crime scene. It don't matter. Who cares? Oh my God.
You know damn well it's going to come from what is that? Pennsylvania? They said.
Oh yeah, the 9 gun shops are responsible for 15,000 crime guns. Fucking hilarious.
I wonder if those gun shop owners are driving around in fucking exotic European cars, man, for that kind of
Yeah.
gun sale.
Right. Why even yeah, you obviously only need to have a gun store open and running for like a year or two before you're a millionaire, and then, why do it after that?
Well, over the course of the past 2.5 years, that's not far from probably true.
Yeah.
I
That's what
mean,
I'm saying.
if
Yeah.
if if you had the stock to sell, that is, I mean, getting stock might be a little bit of a bitch for a while.
Yeah, but you sell everything till you run out. If you got a bunch of high tier fucking expensive guns, that might
Yeah,
set a motherfucker
you
up for the rest of their life.
you have to sit on those for about 6 months until all the fucking cheaper ones go, but they will go for them expensive ones eventually. That's kind of a running theme on these apocalyptic books, post-apocalyptic books.
Hmm.
Uh, they write, the unprepared go into the gun store when everything's fucking collapsing, and the only thing left is a fucking $2,000 Benelli shotgun or some shit like that. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna fucking go there and start offering up $2,000 Rugers and shit
Yeah,
like that.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, I was very tempted. I didn't do it. Disclaimer, I did not do it. But I was very tempted when I came out to Nevada and I was downsizing a bunch of my guns to take them over to California and charge double. But
Oh, just a FYI.
what?
Most likely there will not be a me on the show on the 16th.
What is the 16th? Is that Friday?
That's
That ain't Friday.
that's Monday.
That's fine.
I'm setting up the schedule, have the building delivered on the 16th.
That's cool. Remember that time where I was supposed to fucking make a whole bunch of the greatest hits things? I did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
cool. And you
So,
can do voiceover, so it's actually live too.
yeah, I'm not going to do
I know you won't.
that. Tony's day off is my day off, so I don't care.
Well, that works both ways. I mean, I don't do it when you're not here either.
Yeah, see?
Although I do come into the chat and say that fucking Jimmy ain't showing again. I found it kind of curious that they're still throwing out the mass shooting thing, even though it was uh, games.
Well, like you were saying earlier, man, wording matters. And their wording, it's just put another one into the fucking pile. Add another one to the statistics. We got another mass shooting. That's all it is.
But
Another talking point. Another
the,
state to mention. I don't know.
the question that rumbles through my head here is, at what point do people listen to this shit and think, wait a minute, you know? How the hell is this considered the same as like Vegas?
Yeah, it's not. It's not at all. But but in a general sense, in enough to go out and speak to the standard stupid American citizen, you got them. Oh my God, another mass shooting.
Yeah. Uh, I just I don't know. This would be a good place to start saying that, or asking people, say, do you realize what the fuck the press is doing? I mean, now they got two gangs fighting each other, and they're calling that a mass shooting, not a gang.
Yeah. Not more gang violence in San Diego. None of that. It's just a mass shooting. They're likening it to fucking school shootings. They're likening it to fucking, the Vegas thing, like Tony said. They're likening it to that kind of fucking bullshit. They're
Well,
just
it's
so they can keep it into a general pool of statistics.
I said a couple of times before that I seen it the day Biden went into office, change in the news reports on shooting.
Hmm.
Every fucking day there's some sort of shooting.
Well, yeah, and it's like Scotty just says too. The anti-gun people ain't gonna question their statistics.
I don't
And,
give a shit about the anti-gun people because you ain't gonna change their mind ever, unless they're there and get raped in the ass.
yeah, if they were saved by a gun, that's really. I've seen one person change their mind on guns in my entire life, and it's because the gun saved them. So,
This was the thing in San Diego, California.
yeah,
It happened what 6 weeks ago, month.
it was at least a month. At least I forgot about it, so it had to be at least a month.
Oh fuck, could have forgot about it and it'd been yesterday.
Yeah, that is true.
Uh, but the I'm finding it really amusing to watch reactions and stuff by the press about the Supreme Court Roe v. Wade thing. Because I mean they're saying that this is the end of the fucking world for women.
Yeah. What was that?
When
That was the abortion thing, right?
yes,
Yeah, okay.
when technically all Roe v. Wade does is say a state can't ban abortion.
But they did. A state did ban abortion, didn't they?
No, not yet.
I thought it was Texas, wasn't it?
Texas, I don't think there's a complete ban.
But wasn't it something where like they could get fucking sued or the doctors could get sued? I thought that the law was something to like make it impossible to get one, pretty much.
Ah,
I didn't.
I,
I should have paid more goddamn attention to that shit when it was up. Fuck. But I don't know. I never knew we were going to talk about it again. Oh shit.
you know, ladies that happen to stumble across this, I apologize for the sexism, but you're going to be able to get abortions in Illinois. Uh, Probably at like 24 months.
How lucrative is abortioning? Whatever you call it.
Every, Everything else that's tied with the government, pretty fucking lucrative.
Oh well. I'm gonna go get a fucking a whole bunch of go to the like Goodwill or something and get a whole bunch of wire hangers and a fucking wet vac and a nice little shop in the alley.
I'll bring it.
A little lemonade abortion stand.
But, you know damn well that California is not going to ban abortions and
Mm-mm.
Illinois won't. Uh, New York won't either. They're all drag it out, kill it while it's being born, abortion state. Uh, and I don't know how that fucking slides at all because that is killing a living human being.
Yeah.
When that kid's pulled out of the womb and it's alive, it's alive.
Yeah, I understand the rape thing,
Now,
or the incest thing.
I might have,
I could get that.
I might have misunderstood Mikey's comment earlier. He might have been premonitioning about this abortion conversation. Two nails on a tree, hooked back like that.
That's the most efficient way to abort something that I've ever heard of. But I mean, I
Uh,
understand ladies that want to get abortions because it may have been a rape or an incest rape or something like that. I don't know. If you're getting raped and you're struggling and fighting, though, how hard is it to say "Don't come in me"?
well, that they try to get off with that's consent. Then
Yeah.
there's that woman that was getting raped in Florida, and she convinced the guy to use rubber, and they tried to imply that that was consent.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that's how I would take it. She stopped the rape in the middle and asked me to use a condom. I'm like, okay, she's loving it.
and the court that was trying the case said, no. That's that whole no means no shit.
But Your Honor, she liked my stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ. Those extreme cases, yeah, the extreme cases are different, but you got whores that are out here that are fucking using abortion as birth control or fucking, a way to get
Yeah.
$250 out of somebody when their insurance really pays for it.
Uh, the After you've hit the limit of what they'll increase your welfare funds for, you get them aborted.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes people keep them. I don't
Right,
think.
but
I don't
after
think.
there's
Oh, they're at the limit. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, once they have like four of them, they won't give them no more money.
I ain't getting no check for this baby. Y'all can keep it.
Cut that motherfucker out.
Yeah. What that is, a vacuum?
All right, that's all I had. Good day, everybody.
Bye bye. As Sean said, but in honesty, the lot lizard club hopping hoe that has a punch card with get your ninth, 10th one is free. People like that should be given a hysterectomy and sent on their way. Problem solved. Yeah. Or
Well,
stoned in the street. Whatever.
that's kind of how Germany looked at it in 30 in the late 30s.
Late 30s or early 40s.
Undesirable. Nah, by the 40s, they just went to fucking killing them.
Yeah, we just kill everybody. It's
Uh,
more efficient.
the undesirables were sterilized because you and I aren't blonde haired or blue eyed. We'd probably been
Yeah. I
rendered useless.
I talk a good game though. I talk a good game. I don't know. I might have tried to weasel my way up to second in command and stop things.
Nope, sorry.
You
You
know,
you ain't gonna fucking pass for Aryan.
Hitler, I don't think this is very nice. I have the strongest, thickest German accent in the world, but can't speak a lick of it. Scheiße! The Americans are coming.
We are fucked.
A main
They wouldn't
man.
have been,
Oh, go ahead.
they wouldn't have been scared of the Americans. It's the fucking Russians that worried them.
Yeah. Well,
Russians were fucking pissed off when they came in.
Well, that's one of the things I could agree with you on is that was Hitler signing his death notice was going into them motherfuckers fucking with Russia.
Yeah, he could have, in theory, he could have ruled the world. I don't know without Russia and that second French shit, I don't know that we could have beat Germany.
Yeah.
I mean, the logistics of that shit would make it pretty fucking difficult.
or we'd still be fighting it or something like. You know what I mean? The '90s, World War II still going on.
Oh, I doubt it. A treaty would have been established first, I would say.
Yeah, like listen, Hitler, you got 90% of Europe, man. Can we call it a day?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. And once he took over the bulk of Europe, he'd have probably been uh, willing to kind of not worry so much about America and made a treaty. Same with Australia,
But
although they
see,
were in the top half of Africa.
but see now look, taking over like that, like forcefully taking over a nation. The thing that would it sounds good, right? You own 90% of fucking Europe. They're your countries, all this, all that. But you got to think by taking all those fucking, occupying all those places by force, with unwilling citizens. How could you trust any of your soldiers, or how could you trust any of your civilians? I would imagine that the majority of them would be fucking trying to figure out some kind of a rebellion against me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you look at what he did in France, or what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones that were pro France actually scurried off into a little bit of a corner or ran off to Britain, and like the biggest share of the country signed a treaty with him.
They want to be part of this new utopia.
No, they just didn't want to be fucking crushed. And I really think if he'd left Russia alone, he all of Europe would have been Germany.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Brits would have gave him some go, but yeah, he could have took it. But still, my point is though is that fucking it would just be I don't know. You would have to kill every fucking body. How do you
I don't
know?
think they saw that as a problem.
No, yeah, he really didn't. No, I guess that me and Hitler have a little bit of a moral dispute, but I don't know. I would have a problem killing everybody. I guess that that was kind of the plan with him. All right.
Well, I really, not trying to shine a good light on Hitler in any way.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying that we have different. He's less moral than I am. He's still the bad guy. I promise. That's not what I was trying to say.
Uh, but the way they come out and as quickly as they moved, he took a big chunk right away. And had he not divided his forces in half, you know, providing Russia didn't break the treaty and go after them instead, which would have been a possibility had Hitler not broke it first, the world would look quite different today.
Oh yeah, the world would, yeah, as a whole. But people that say like, oh yeah, if Hitler won fucking World War II, we'd all be speaking German by now. So like, I don't think it would have made it that far. I think America still would have remained America. We would just have fucking a lot of different foreign shit going on. A lot. It'd be totally different. But I don't think he could have made it to America. Once he got here, that would have been the end of World War II, for sure.
I, I don't think they could have pulled it off here either, uh, just logistically. I mean, it's too hard to get that many people here.
Here, yeah, that's exactly, yeah, that's what saves us a lot with some of these countries is just the pain in
That
the ass of getting here.
that D-Day invasion, it isn't like the fucking whole Allied army landed and took over Europe in D-Day.
No.
They just happened to get a small foothold, enough that they could push out. And the logistics of that were, hell, that was only like 20 fucking miles of sea crossing the channel. I think it was like, I don't know, what is that fucking thing across 25 miles?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Uh, so, a couple thousand miles of ocean is going to be a big bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Spent too much time on shit. I would like to do one day that's just a discussion of World War II, but not today.
We did that already.
Yeah, we can do it again because we didn't do it with the fuck.
It wasn't bad. It definitely could have been a little bit more scripted on your part, but I'm not blaming anybody. Just
Well,
joking.
yeah, because I'm the only one that has any fucking information on World War II.
hmm Well, the best information. Um,
Well,
the
it's all
most.
available on YouTube because that's where I get it.
Um, what is NS? Main man who bought rifle later used in NS shootings lied to police about purchase. My main man.
I
Main
don't know.
man who bought a rifle later used in night strike shootings? And is that a setney in the I don't know, that might be. Um a man from Maine admitted to lying to an RCMP investigator about the day he went to a gun show and bought a high
Nova Scotia.
Yeah, you're right. And bought a high-powered rifle with Gabriel Wortman, who used a carbine a year later when he killed 22 people in Nova Scotia.
Wait a minute.
Newly released documents show. Go ahead.
Is it a carbine or a high powered rifle?
I think it's a high-powered carbine rifle. The one that I'm looking at two pictures. It's on my phone, so I can't share it. But the top one is an AR for sure, and the bottom one looks like is that an SKS? A wire? No, it's not an SKS. The bolt's different. Um, it looks like one of them goddamn fucking like rifles that you would take out hunting with you. It looks like a hunting rifle, all black hunting rifle though, but
So you use two.
there's two rifles in the picture. And then above it there's magazines for handguns too. So I don't know if this is the same picture. Oh, unless the handgun magazines go inside of this little fucking carbine looking thing.
Oh
Uh,
God, tell me it's a fucking high point.
it really looks like it, but it's not. It has a wire folding stock and all that shit. It's a legitimate gun. But
You can bubbify a wire folding stock on a high point with a little bit of
yeah,
creativity.
some screws, some glues, and some ingenuity.
That's right.
New details about how the shooter obtained firearms are included in a report released Tuesday morning. The gunman never had a firearms license. He smuggled 3 weapons into Canada from Maine. Transcripts of the RCMP interviews as the police department released without redactions for the first time shed light on how the shooter bypassed authorized dealers and arranged a private cash sale of a Colt law enforcement brand carbine 5.56 semi-automatic at a gun show in Holton, Maine. In the weeks after the shoot, does Maine have private? Obviously, it does. Do you know if it does for a fact or not?
Maine is actually very pro gun.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So okay,
and
I
they've
could.
got constitutional carry as far as I know.
A man who in the weeks after the shooting, police spoke with the guns sellers and Neil Gallivan, a man who lives outside of Holton, and went to the show with Wortman the previous spring. Gallivan initially claimed in an interview with the RCMP Sergeant Fraser Firth that he didn't remember details of that Sunday morning, denied going to the event with Wortman, and then backtracked several. Yeah, that's what liars do. Gallivan had previously spoken to U.S. investigators. Eventually, he admitted to going to a show with Wortman, who he'd known for 2 decades. Quote, I tried to save my own skin because I knew that I was going to be in big trouble, he said to Firth. I apologize
So,
for the lies. He says that.
so, so he's straw purchaser.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes. This is more details on a straw purchase than we got from that lady the other day. That was kind of fucking.
I noticed that they really wanted to throw the gun show into the thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. I'm guaranteeing you, mark my fucking words, Tone, that this is gonna be a law. One of these things that happened here is gonna be a bill, and they're gonna try to sign it into law. Guaranteed. Whether it's the fucking gun show loophole thing again, whether it's fucking private sales in Maine, whether it's fucking whatever the fuck. Especially if they got good gun laws, they're gonna look at it just like the other states that they fucked over with fucking good gun laws. Like, oh well, they're not gonna miss one. Not gonna miss one of them.
I wish just people would take their fucking rose-colored glasses off and look at what the fuck's going on for real.
Yeah, the world that we live in. I mean, not that it's been great. It was still violent and shitty in the 90s too and everything, but I mean, we live in a shitty fucking world. And just because everybody will smile at your face, and we're conditioning people to lie. Oh, you want me to respect your feelings, that you're a fucking a he she? Okay, I'll call you they, whatever. That's fine. Like we're conditioning people to fucking surrender and give in and fucking it sounds extreme, but that's how you got to think about it. I mean, just look at it. You don't
I
agree
have
with the shit, but you don't agree with this shit, but you're a polite person. So you're not going to intentionally go and fucking disrespect someone or hurt someone's feelings because they
I
want to be
have
called it.
I have concluded that the early watch terminology for gender is as follows. There's he, there's she, and there's it.
Yeah, it's usually kids and dogs.
Yeah, but you
Uh,
can use it for an idiot too.
yeah, that is true. I have used it for some. I've used it for a couple people before. Like, oh, what is that? What does it want? Whenever the son-in-law calls, what does it want?
Borrow something.
Need something again? But yeah, and I've been saying it too. Just by the way, for anybody out there that says that fucking Jimmy ain't woke, I've been calling motherfuckers it since the late '90s. Mostly
Well,
kids
I
and
don't see
dogs.
where they think it is appealing.
I don't. Yeah, that that would be more disrespectful to me.
I mean, like, you look at a pile of shit on the ground and go, what is it?
Yeah. What is
So
it?
if you
What is
want to
it
be
that smells that goddamn bad in here? Fuck.
if you want to be compared to whatever nasty fucking thing that we don't have an immediate identity of,
Yeah.
welcome to the world of it.
Yeah. It's just fucking. It's retarded. It is so retarded. He got 1250. You can get 1250 for an AR right now anyway, can't you?
That was a Colt.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're like 1250 right now anyway, ain't it?
I don't know.
You didn't make no money off of that shit.
Well, I don't know if it was one of them $450 Colts like you had and tried to part out.
Yeah, but it was yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. And I made money off of that too, sucker.
Yeah, but not for me.
No, not from Tony, not at all. Nah. I wouldn't fucking rip off Tony though. But there's a listen, everybody out there, open your ears, lend me your ears. If there's idiots out there, I mean, come on. We look, we got to help who we can help, and that's it. But if you got fucking, you can make a couple bucks, make a couple bucks.
Well,
That's
you know,
called
that,
capitalism. We get tricked every time we go into Walmart and pay fucking $5
let,
for something that's worth 2 cents.
let me help you ease your conscience on that.
Yes, please.
Consider it as an education to an idiot.
Yeah. I bet you he'll never do that again. Well, I bet you they'll never do that again. Let's pluralize some things here. Um, gun stolen. 12 suspects arrested on gun charges in Buffalo. Columbia man sentenced to 9 years in prison for having a gun. Binghamton neighborhood residents stunned by afternoon gun battle. 18 guns found at a home of Detroit man making $2,000 a day with marijuana vending machine. Yeah, marijuana, huh? That's a lucrative little business to be into now. There's not a lot going
Actually,
on.
the vending machine's a fucking good idea.
Yeah, 'cause who wants to deal with those people anyway? Like
No shit.
you got these like younger fucking hipster people at the fucking at the bar or not at the bar at the fucking weed places. You don't want to talk to them. Excuse me. You don't want to fucking talk to them, and it's horrible
I
conversations anyway.
can't ever say I've been in there to know, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
Or any store, any fucking retail place, or any place that has a fucking little motherfucker at the fucking desk trying to talk to you. Just imagine having a drive-through or a machine. It'd be so much better.
Every now and then, I love to run into the kid in the auto parts store who's had his license for about an hour.
Tell them something about something.
No, hell, you just go in there and you order whatever parts you're looking for because for me, I know what I'm going for when I go there. So then the kid will start popping off shit that has nothing to do with nothing but trying to sell you shit.
Yeah. Trying to upsell everything.
Like kid swearing to God you can't take front end apart without a pickle fork. Like that dude's fucking hit shit with a hammer, kid.
That
Big
was
enough fucking hammer, it'll come apart. I promise.
You can't fix stupid. You goddamn right.
Well, in theory,
I mean, you could fix it.
you would hope that in the glimmer of hope for humanity that you could educate stupid. But a lot of these people won't accept fact or knowledge.
Yeah. Hey, oh, I got a joke for you. I just made it up the other day. Tell me if I didn't make it up because fucking if you heard it before or something. Cuz as far as I know, this is an original Jimmy James. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do my breathing exercises. All right. Why do southern siblings argue all the time?
I don't know.
The makeup sex. Get it?
I do. But
I
that
bet.
doesn't explain why all the rest of the fucking siblings argue all the time.
I don't know, man. I don't get that deep into shit. I don't know.
You really don't think incest happens across the Mason-Dixon line?
Of course it does. Look at all them fucking. What's that one disease that all the British people have, where their chins hang over their fucking heads and shit? What is that? They got huge chins.
Fuck, I don't know.
I know it's from inbreeding. So whoever has that has. I mean, I've even heard rumors that I don't know if it's true or not, but the fucking in the what is it? Is it the castle? I don't know, but wherever they keep the queen at, I heard that they got a whole bunch of like retard babies in the basement and shit.
Uh, unless they're for her fucking snack, I don't think so.
Yeah, they probably do snack. Yeah, probably. Cut it off one of the little retards.
Uh, there's fucking huge history of inbreeding down the lines of uh, royalty and
Well, yeah, all of them used to do it. I was saying I'm pretty sure that Queen Elizabeth is Hungarian or something like that, and they used to do this shit all the time. They were like fucking crazy about the bloodline, not
Oh yeah,
tainting the bloodline.
that blue blood's important.
Hmm.
If you stop fucking your sister, you wouldn't be blue blooded, idiot.
Yeah. Or at least try to go down the line a little bit. Get like a fucking third cousin or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. They could have did something differently. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to make everybody giggle a little bit. But now we're in an actual discussion.
That's the way it works. You know, the shits of it is I'm related to those fuckers in England.
Does your jaw stick out a little bit like this when you talk?
No,
Oh, well then you're fine. You should be fine. I don't
I
hear it.
wasn't
I
that
don't hear
fucking close.
it. Sometimes I like a little tea with my crumpet, if you know what I'm saying.
I drank tea as a kid, but not much anymore. Coffee. There was fucking tea in the harbor.
Yeah, I have tea if it's like the fucking fruity kind of tea. I'll drink that shit. Arizona iced tea. Which, funny enough, they don't got any of that shit in Nevada, which is retarded. I used to drink Arizona iced teas in Chicago. Nevada don't want to have nothing to do with that, I guess.
Probably some cross-border rivalry shit.
Oh my god, the shit that comes up in my YouTube feed is retarded.
They got Nevada nectar or some stupid shit like that.
No, no, something, I don't know. But the shit in my feed is stupid as fuck, though. This is dumb shit. They're telling me that Drake and Josh were never friends. I'm devastated. That's what I
Who the
based
fuck
that.
is Drake Josh?
You never heard of Drake and Josh?
No.
They were a tag team duo on fucking Nickelodeon. They were like fucking, it was a super popular show when I was a young kid.
You know, I was fucking adult before Nickelodeon showed up.
Well, what about Nick at Night? You never watched Nick at Night?
No.
That's when they showed like the Cosby Show. I used to watch Nick at Night all the time. Cosby Show and fucking what else? Everybody Loves Raymond eventually made it on there. Was All in the Family on? Nah, that wasn't all. That was like Nick Adult or something like that. But All in the Family was on one of those channels.
Is there a fucking channel these days that got balls enough to show All in the Family anymore?
The bowels of YouTube, and you might find clips, maybe. I don't know. They
Oh,
probably.
jeez!
Yeah. All these Jews and jigs, and I just don't know.
That I I would love to see a bunch of fucking of the young woke people watch Blazing Saddles from beginning to end.
There's got to be a clip. I watched the other day. Nobody judged me out there. I'm still the same old Jimmy. But I was watching um Zoomers, the Generation Z kids, Zoomers react to Seinfeld, and it was just crazy. Like you would never think it. Me personally, I don't know about you, but me personally, I thought like Seinfeld was like almost a child's program. Like I understand it was an adult program, all that shit, but like that was what I watched when I was a kid. I don't give a fuck about like what offensive shit can they have to say, but apparently a lot of these youngsters right now are getting offended by Seinfeld, which
Yeah,
I thought
they'd
was a pretty
never make
safe show.
they'd never make it through Blazing Saddles.
Oh, they couldn't. No, within the first fucking 15 minutes they'd be done. Maybe give it a half hour.
I wish I could remember the quote exactly now, but when he introduces the sheriff as he's coming into town,
Oh
Laurel,
yeah.
Laurel and Hardy, welcome to your new nigger.
Yeah. Like I can't watch this.
And the best,
The hate's hurting my ears.
the best, the best, best bit in the whole damn show was the old grandma said, "That's yours."
Yeah.
I thought, the guy on that show that played the range boss, not Slim Whitman, but the dark-haired guy with the big toothy fucking smile, had a real problem with it. And Cleavon Little said, "Look, man," he said, "this is pointing out the stupidity of it."
Yeah.
I mean, fuck. They couldn't make anything even remotely like that today.
Check. Check. Oh, Sean. Thought he was talking to
Ozzy's
me.
castle don't mean he's related to the Queen. And I guarantee you the Queen has went through and scrubbed any reference to Ozzy out of her bloodline, if it existed.
The Queen was not. There's no way. I'm telling you guys, the Queen is of Hungarian descent. I'm telling you, it's fact. It's fact. I don't know if it's fact. Let's Google it. Is Queen Hungarian? 95 years old. It is not well known. Yeah, it is not well known that she also has Hungarian blood. Her great 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 grandmother was Claudia Hradai, a countess born in Transylvania.
All right, what's your point?
She's a fucking vampire, man. Where did Vlad Dracul? That's like, ain't that his family?
Transylvania was his country of origin.
Yeah. So she's just like them.
Okay,
All right.
you've already come out with the whole vampire thing. We got past that.
No, I'm telling you, I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you. She scrubbed out all the fucking outsiders. Unless Ozzy's a vampire too and we don't know it.
That really
Mikey
wouldn't
Ozzy.
surprise me.
Mikey Ozzy, not Ozzy Ozzy.
Oh, I don't know about Mike. It would explain some of that leather patterning he did.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
human.
bite me, man.
His human flesh. Gotta go down to the orphanage so I can make this new holster.
Well, he said Lord Osborne during the Norman invasion. Well, just think about it, man. My last name is York. Just figure where the fuck that came from.
Yeah, Yorkshire.
The Duke of York.
Oh, well, that too.
We go right back to that. So we're part of all them inbred cocksuckers too. But, I got to say, my sister's a hefty woman and has absolutely no appeal. And I don't really think she's blood kin. Probably would count anyway.
I mean, yeah. The things
Maybe
you
if
would
I
do
had
for your country, though, you know?
I had some cousins that weren't half bad. Hey. And I've been known to get pretty fucking drunk sometimes.
I appreciate you turning this joke into a whole discussion because now it kind of goes along with the title of the episode. So great.
The whole we have a regular, because of the prominence of the family in English history and whatnot, whatever that bullshit is. We have a legitimate genealogy book. It's about 4 inches thick. It's the size of a fucking, science book or something, 10 by 12 or whatever they are. 4 inches thick of just fucking genealogy records in the family. And I am supposed to get possession of that book pretty shortly. Although they've been saying that for about 20 years.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like I'm going to live long enough to get it. But
what? So what? When someone dies, they pass it on in their will?
yes.
Okay.
And I don't know where the hell I was at in line. When I first heard about it, I was probably 12. But that would have been when I was like 15. So, most of my aunts and uncles on dad's side lived to be a fucking 100. So, I never fucking. Now I could go to my aunt's house because my aunt Nina has it. Or at least that's the last person I knew who had it, and see it. When we moved to Missouri, she's just probably 100 miles away in Arkansas. I might go look at it if the old lady would like to. I don't give a shit. There's way too much shit I don't want to know. I'd be looking at that son of a bitch. There's no fucking forks on that tree.
Jimmy was
It's just
right.
one length.
Jimmy was fucking right.
I would never say that.
You would think it though. You would think it.
There was a time when I was interested when I was young. As I grew and had a family, the interest in that shit went. I knew being related to the royal family was going to be fucking shit for me. I'm like, fuck it.
I'm still shocked you don't know who Drake and fucking Josh is.
Free Nick, man.
It's like what I based the early watch off of. Oh shit. He says, "Oh, it's he says my bloodline comes from Norway Vikings." That's cool. So not
So you
a Nah, Mikey will get the joke, I guess. Fucking not a vampire then a rapist.
large blonde dude with a big axe and a horny hat.
That ain't the only thing that's hard.
All right. Before we offend all of our hardcore fans out there, can we move on?
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking.
Just went just a little fucking too far with that one.
Okay. So we've talked about this before, but it's on my list and I want to delete it. Um, are there certain people that shouldn't own guns? If we already went through this, you could just say that and I'll move on to the next thing.
Yes, there are. I mean, you could try to fucking sugarcoat the thing and make it sound like you believe in absolute freedom, but there are people that are mentally unstable, or mentally incapable of understanding. Um,
We know
we
the,
might be
yeah, we know how to treat our women. Bosques.
there, there are people that are not mentally capable of being safe with firearms.
Well, yeah, you literally have the mentally challenged. I don't know what the correct word for retard is. It ain't Down syndrome no more, 'cause that's just down to one thing, 'cause there's more than that. But yeah, you're right though. You got people that literally won't understand that if they pull this trigger and point it at something, it's gonna blow up the thing that they pointed at. You know, like they don't understand that. And criminal wise, I don't know, man. I feel like, listen, I'm all for giving heftier fucking sentences for violent crimes and all that shit. I'm all for it. But I'm sticking to my guns when I say if somebody did their time already and served the sentence for whatever crime that they committed, when they get out of prison or jail, they should have their rights reinstated.
Well, now, I agree with that 100%. I really do. But while they're in prison, just imagine this for a minute. We put cameras everywhere and then allow them to be armed in prison. and just videotape it.
Fucking nuts. People would die every day. They would have to take
Right.
everyone's. They'd have
That
to
would be
take
the
everyone's guns away.
that would be the number one rated fucking show on earth.
Yeah, right. Give prisoners guns. See what happens. That would be a fucking good. I think that that would have been something they might have done in like the 50s or the 60s or something like that. Little social experiment, but I don't think they'll do that now. Now they're
No,
just like, we'll tell everybody that they could be whoever they fucking fantasize about being.
they for those who don't get it, that's a fucking joke.
Oh yeah.
Not as good as it was when I thought it either. To be honest, when it popped into my head, it was funny as hell.
Oh, I got it was funny. It was funny, but
The
it would just be something to fucking it would be something to see for sure.
they everybody's going to want to go towards the children and guns and stuff, but I firmly believe that as soon as they're able to understand language and they have the physical ability to handle it, children need to be taught guns. So you have to let them handle guns anyway. I mean, ownership, that's
Well,
neither here nor there as long as the guns are under supervision.
well, yeah, and one of the biggest things that I think we both agreed on is putting it in fucking school, like right next to math and science and shit like that. All the mandatory fucking subjects that you need to pass school, that should definitely be in
Well,
there.
it could be just like once or twice a year a school assembly.
Yeah,
You know,
that
it
too, but you get an
doesn't
assembly, most people ain't paying attention in an assembly. I think you need a semester of it every fucking grade. Like, you know what I mean? Every grade they focus part of us of one semester, maybe the in the middle, something like that. I don't know.
don't take them.
Well, yeah, run it like a fucking health class,
You
but
can
it's not an
teach
elective. It's mandatory fucking
you
criteria.
you can teach firearm safety in a day, but you have to reinforce that by repeating it on occasion so they'll retain it.
That's like,
Because if they leave out of school and they don't ever handle a gun, they'll forget.
well, you got health class in first grade through fucking whatever grade, through the end of high school. There's a health class in every single grade. They could fucking add that.
Only
What?
in Catholic school,
Oh yeah, they don't got health class.
I had health class in junior year of high school. It's the only one I ever had.
No shit. Sixth, seventh, and eighth grade we had fucking health class. Eighth grade is when we got into the good stuff, pussies and fucking shit like that. But but yeah, I don't know. I figured that they just fucking if you get reminded of it once a year, every fucking year for what's a semester? Fucking couple months, few months.
6 months,
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So.
half a year. I mean, so it's 4.5 months or something like that.
So I don't know. Yeah. How long is school in session? School's in session for like 9 months, I think. So I don't know. I really don't give a fuck how long a semester is or any of that other shit. But what I'm saying is that it should be mandatory criteria. It should be up there with math and science and fucking. I think health class is a mandatory. Is that an elective?
No, health is mandatory.
Yeah. So yeah, not an elective, not something you can or can't take. This is something that needs to be taken. Because I mean, think about like what was it like a year ago or a couple years ago or whatever the fuck, a few years ago when the cop left his fucking gun and somebody took it out of his car and then they found it under a bench and or something like that. I think somebody got shot.
I remember just within the past month or two talking about a cop that took one out and laid on his couch and his toddler picked it up and killed itself.
Yeah, oh yeah, that too. That too. But the one I
That's
was talking about was a guy. He had it under a bench. I don't know if it was the cop's gun or not, but he had it under a bench and a fuck wrapped up in a shirt, and the cop went to go get it, and the gun went off or something like that. Or no, it was the illegal, and
Yeah,
he
that
went
was
to
in
go
San
reach.
Francisco.
Yeah, that okay. See, it was a while ago. I forgot, but yeah, shit happens all the time. I mean, what if he didn't grab that gun and just walked off or something like that? Then a kid could have found it, and if they didn't know what to do with it, somebody else would have got shot.
Or the kid.
Or the kid would have shot itself. Because you seen that video that I showed a while back about the kids in fucking Michigan that passed the CCW test or whatever the fuck it was? And then the
And
first
look,
thing they did when they gave them their gun was pointed at their fucking face. So
yeah,
yeah,
they had a year mandatory health freshman year.
yeah. I had sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, and then we had health in high school too. I just don't remember to what extent.
There's a spike in auto theft in New Jersey. Okay,
There's a spike of auto theft in New Jersey. Can nobody afford a car out there? I mean, the prices of cars has gone up.
get worse.
Yeah. It's not a buyer's market right now for any fucking thing.
Nope.
It's not a buyer's market right now for fucking groceries. Are you kidding me?
Shit, no. Although concrete blocks are still a bargain.
You could find a bargain.
The I understand now how people can stack them up on tables and shoot them to bits.
Yeah. Not expensive.
It's probably about the same price as buying fucking gravel.
I'm sure you could shop around though and find some people ripping people off for fucking concrete blocks.
Yeah, we actually have a place here that makes them, or did. I don't know if they still do. Company named Corn Cornick Concrete.
Corn and concrete.
They for all of my life they've made concrete blocks, and they were always, goddamn, they're fucking nothing.
They got body scanners at schools now? The one where you put your fucking arms up, it's like the airport or prison.
Yeah, that's
You put your arms up and then it scans you?
that's. You might as well get these little fucking useless bastards ready for prison.
Yeah, some of them for sure.
They'll teach that, but they won't teach firearm safety.
Yeah, they'll teach you how to not bring a firearm to school ever.
How? Or at least get the ceramic Glock.
Yeah, the Glock 7, it won't go off in metal detectors.
Curious of the listeners, since how there's only one or two that might even remotely be old enough, have been able to shoot guns in school.
I remember now in Cub Scouts, we shot rifles, 22 rifles.
We had, what the fuck did they call the class? Can't think of it. Oh, marksmanship in seventh grade.
Well, that was the fucking badge that I got.
Sixth grade, it was archery.
It was a marksmanship badge.
But there again, this was in Missouri.
This is in Illinois, but we did go to Wisconsin. I don't know if Wisconsin still has shitty gun laws too, don't they?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but we were shooting in Wisconsin.
Not shitty like Illinois. Only Illinois, California, New York are as bad as we are. And, it's just, Missouri, hell, they could come first firearm deer season, there'd be like a 70% male absence. The little school I went to would close for deer season. I went to a 2-room school in 5th grade.
And they closed up for fucking hunting.
They closed up for deer season. And this school was only uh, up to eighth grade. And, during squirrel season, there's always several rifles standing in the corner, shotguns or whatever. A long time ago, I can't identify for sure what they were, but it would always be guns standing in the corner because go hunting and go to school. And then after school's out, go grab the gun and go back hunting again. I never did because I lived fucking basically across the street from the school. It was about a block from my house. So where I hunted was on the other side of the house. So I'd go squirrel hunting in the morning, drop the gun off at home, go to school. If I went in the mornings, I didn't usually go because my mom was afraid I'd forget and miss school, or just miss school for the fuck of it.
Mm. Yeah,
Come
go
on,
ahead, Sammy.
I'm in fifth fucking grade. I wasn't into missing school at that point. It didn't start until about eighth grade.
Oh, I was
Actually,
ditching all of middle school. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I was ditching. That's when it started, 6th grade.
actually, the ditching shit didn't start until after I left Missouri and come up here and took that huge fucking step back in what I was being educated on. Uh, because of the progressive program they had in Missouri, I was way ahead of what they were doing in my fucking sophomore year here. This is fucking ridiculous.
Hmm.
Why bother? Then I went to Olympia and they had a smoking lounge where I'd go out there and get a blowjob. Fuck this. Who would want to sit in class when you can do this?
Yeah,
Hell.
right. Doesn't anybody know about this? Mikey says that all of these fucking places are, a lot of states are spiked right now. Is that because of the fucking, wait, wants to send you notifications. Block that shit. Is that what, is it not a joke? Is it because the prices of cars is spiking or what the fuck? They're not spiking, going up.
It's a good thing about driving junk. Nobody wants to fucking steal it.
But I mean, is there a market for stuff like that? Was a fucking, I remember that being a 90s thing. Stealing a
Well, the
car,
big,
chopping it up, and then fucking parting it out or fucking whatever.
I'll tell you, the big thing that's been going on here for a couple of years is stealing catalytic converters.
That was a big thing when I was a kid. Oh, you just go into one of these car lots and go up under their fucking cars and take fucking 5 of them, and they're $75 a piece or something like that.
Well, evidently they're just fucking snagging them out of people's driveways around here.
Oh shit.
Although there was two of them laying out here beside my abutment wall for a year that I finally had the junk guy take that came off of this Dakota.
See, that's the thing. When I was a fucking kid, I did a lot of fucked up shit, but and I've done fucked up shit to people like in the community, I guess. But like, you never fucked with people that were in your neighborhood. Like, you never fuck you big businesses. Like I said, people would go stealing from car lots and shit like that, or they'd go steal from fucking businesses. Which I mean, it's still wrong. Don't get me wrong, but they would never take from fucking somebody's home or so. You know what I mean? There was always a safety when I was younger, and
Yeah.
it seems like there is none now.
I was one that would never fuck with somebody's car.
Yes, you never fuck with somebody's shit, period. But yeah, I hear you.
I mean, because I was not wealthy as a kid, I had to buy my own fucking car. Coming up with the couple of $100 to buy an old piece of shit was hard to do because we were in a pretty stout recession then. All the grown men were taking jobs that usually kids had. About the only thing we had left to do was walk beans or detassel corn. Uh, Fucking valued that shit quite a bit. Way more than it was actually worth.
Well, yeah, and that's why like there was always a safety when people when like you can't fucking Why would you take from some? There's two reasons. First of all, you're not gonna fucking come up on somebody that's struggling just like you, and secondly, they're struggling just like you. Like people are fucking working hard for their shit. They fucking like love their shit pretty much. You don't take that from somebody. Like it was like almost an unwritten rule type shit. Now there ain't no fucking rules. Everybody's just crazy. What?
This article Sammy posted said that. Uh, I'll just read it. It said, well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Only months after the state of New Jersey prohibited the state's police officers from engaging in pursuits, the state has reversed its course after a spike in car thefts, according to New Jersey Acting Attorney General.
So, so they brought this on themselves.
Yeah, I didn't go any farther than that into it because I don't really give a shit.
Well, I mean, listen, we could argue, we could debate about the fucking usefulness of the police all day long. We could make a fucking 8-hour podcast about just that one topic. But if you there's still a fear factor there for most criminals. If there's police patrolling the area or any, like, they're not going to do something at that. They're going to wait till nobody's around, especially the police. And then when you prohibit them from fucking engaging in pursuits, and you know that as a criminal, your criminal's going to take advantage of that.
Well, hell yes.
But why would they? I'm trying to read further. It's because of the coronavirus funds in order to explain license plate technology to assist tracking down stolen vehicles. Blah 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 blah. I'm trying to find out what their reasoning for stopping or engaging in a fucking pursuit is. Safety.
The reason for stopping it is because of accidents involving people not involved.
Oh yeah, collateral damage.
Exactly. Oh, incidentally, that reminds me. I just heard today that our local big city, Peoria, has contracted for a number of new license plate readers.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was a big thing in Phoenix. So what they did was, well, this was the rumor. I guess it was never confirmed, but um, it's a known fact, but it's never been confirmed that they were reading fucking people's license plate numbers, or like they were using those to read the license plate to see if they had insurance or not. But I didn't know that the license plate could tell you that they had insurance, so that's why I thought it was fake. But
This is just more of the 1984 shit.
what? Just to fucking know who you are driving down the street at a certain time or whatever?
Who you are, where you're at when you're there.
That's fucking
And I don't ever get asked if I have insurance anymore, so evidently they can find out without asking.
I don't know.
Cop stops me, asks me for my ID. The last time I got stopped, he didn't ask for insurance. He may just not give a fuck because I wasn't actually driving. He put his lights on me as I was turning into my driveway. But I would assume they could probably tell.
Remember the days where you could just get a fucking insurance policy and then cancel it right away after you get the card? And
I remember the days when you didn't have to fucking have it.
well, yeah, that too, but yeah. Just get the policy so you can get the card, so you can cancel the policy, so you could show the cops the card in case you get pulled over. And they never used to check it.
Then I got into a wreck and hit a Fairmount with a goddamn motorcycle. And I realized that $40 or $50 a month insurance was way cheaper than fixing this motherfucker's Fairmont.
Yeah, no shit, huh? That's when you realized you needed Eagle Man.
Nah, I use Progressive, but
whatever. Flow.
I've never met Flo, but I do use Progressive.
Every time I think about like or hear Flo or whatever, I always think about fucking Auntie Flo's in town.
Good.
Yeah, I don't like her.
That's what the fuck's the matter with you? That's an indication you ain't got another one fucking fixing to drop.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Oh, I started. Yes, yes. Or I'm late. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Why can't you just fucking swallow?
Yeah.
The whole thing with stopping pursuits and stuff. I I get it because of the safety, but a lot of that could have been avoided had they taught the fucking cops how to drive.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're supposed to have fucking like, don't they train for that? They probably train for that as much as they train for their fucking guns and shit.
Yeah, today's your day to go qualify at the range and driving school.
Yeah. Do it. Can you do a 3-point turn for us, Sarge? Fucking. You passed. Passed.
No, man, I'll tell you what, I had my fucking driver's license suspended for a year and a half because of that wreck. Because, fuck, I was broke. I couldn't pay for it. I got a job, and I made an agreement with State Farm, who was the insurance company, that I would pay them. But they had to let me get my license back to go to the job because it was the job down there at the courthouse. So we had to fucking move.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. And right at the end of it, there was the payment with the way the son of a bitch was set up. I owed one payment that was $1 fucking for
Get
the
the
last
fuck
one.
out of here. And that's what was holding you up?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, fuck, I blew the $1.40 off. They fucking suspended my license again.
Oh,
And that's
shit.
fuck. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I wrote a check for $1.40 and sent it to them. Then my license was fine. I'm like, fuck this. I ain't ever doing this shit again. So, hello, Flo. The fucking insurance companies, this is a whole different tangent. The insurance companies ruining this fucking country.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And then they own a lot of shit, too. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. A lot of
No
people.
insurance
I heard
company.
I heard a good argument the other day about the fucking police being fucking. They don't work for the people. They work for the insurance companies.
That is a fact. Or I shouldn't say fact.
Yeah, I was gonna say, careful there, buddy.
That is quite likely.
Yeah. That's the
I'll tell
pilot.
you what.
Go ahead.
They honestly, they come into our fucking insurance rep and said, you cannot decide that there's severe weather. You have to be called out by the police. And my director of our director of ESDA here, a guy named Ron, he said, what training has the police had over NOAA on matters of severe weather? He said training doesn't have anything to do with it. And every one of us that was an ESDA member got up, resigned, and walked out.
That's crazy. Sammy says it's the politicians that basically put their hands on cops' throats and choke their fucking powers to stop those dipshits in the first place. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes zero sense. And then to be surprised.
It's like New York requiring them extra heavy fucking trigger pulls on their Glocks and then being shocked that cops can't hit shit.
Yeah. Why is everything that I shoot
Obviously, you've
to
never
the
shot a
left?
fucking gun. Yeah, I'm just about shooting my fucking toe off. It's pulling down so hard.
I'm a pragmatist. Give me 10 minutes and I'll piss off every extremist in the country. It shouldn't be a matter of personal beliefs. We should be relying on data to guide us.
Who the fuck said that?
It's in that fucking article. Progressive Democrats may take a beating during this. Da 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 da. Who the fuck said that?
Well, I'm just curious if it's someone who doesn't fucking pay a bit of attention to data in the first place, or somebody who's actually got a valid point. You know, like the whole follow the science. There's 750 genders. No. The science you so vocally want us to follow says there's two.
Is this Biden talking? That ain't Biden talking.
Can you understand it?
Yeah, and he said pissed off
Now,
and all this other. Yeah, that ain't Biden talking. It's not saying who the fuck is talking. Now, granted, I grabbed this from the middle of the article, and it's not William Branton. New York City Mayor Eric Adams on Sunday blamed woke progressive policies for city's soaring crime rates as he called for repeat offenders to be locked up. In an interview, he says blah 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 for
how
this.
the hell they get somebody in New York to say that?
I don't know. These progressive Democrats may take a beating during the midterm elections. It's possible that they'll lose the House and Senate. President Biden is backing off police and justice reforms like victims running from a mass shooting. Oh, he's spicy. Get the fuck out of here. While I remain uncomfortable with the
Depends on,
hugely partisan politics, people need to understand that harm is being done to struggling communities.
now, it depends on your version of mass shooting. If you talk San Diego, they didn't run. They shot at each other and then ran when the cops showed.
Well, that fucking analogy right there that you just did brings me to the fucking data part. What data are you listening to? Are you listening to the bullshit data that's telling you that everything is a fucking mass shooting?
That isn't data. That's fiction.
But nonetheless, that fiction can be collected into a data pool and made into a graph. We've seen it done before.
Well,
Remember
yes,
Alaska being one of the highest murder rates in the fucking country? Remember that?
in that tiny, dinky ass little per capita in parentheses hidden way down low.
Way at the bottom, yeah, that nobody that's gonna fucking, even somebody that's deep diving ain't gonna look for. The only reason we found it is because fucking Tony is a. We had an old man that was a stickler for details.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, and otherwise we wouldn't have found it.
You you notice that, and I've probably hammered on this a bunch of times, but usually when they're talking about violent crime in Illinois,
hmm
they always fucking push Chicago off to the side.
Yeah. Oh,
You
that
know
that
that,
doesn't count.
yeah, that those are just unfortunates killing themselves or each other,
Yeah.
and it's Indiana's fault.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Indiana bringing all their guns over here, Indianians fucking selling all their guns here.
I can't get over that, and fucking politicians said that shit.
Oh yeah, it's the Indiana pipeline or the steel pipeline is a real thing. Remember, now they got that pipeline in Philadelphia, and was there a Maine to New York pipeline?
So now let me ask you this, and maybe we'll formulate a plan here.
I'm
Do you
listening.
suppose that if we hijack one of these dump trucks carrying all these guns here to Illinois and diverted them to our own personal uh, lockdown facility?
Yeah, we keep them safe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We would be considered heroes.
Yeah, probably. Probably. But I think that I don't know. If you listen, have you ever heard the fucking taking it to a serious thing? Have you ever heard the theory of them dropping crates in Chicago, crates of guns? You never heard that?
In passing, I have. I've never heard it from anywhere that I considered something I would listen to.
Right, yeah. That's kind of where not the greatest I don't know if that's something that the news would cover anyway, but I haven't heard it from the greatest sources in the world, but I've heard it. I've never seen it. I've been on
The
them
only,
streets for, quite fucking,
the only thing that
two
I've ever
decades.
heard that is absolutely for real is the guy using uh, false information to get a gun in Indiana and take it to Chicago, and the guy coming out of Arkansas with 16 guns
Oh
that
shit.
was heading for Chicago.
Yeah. But see, I don't know. The crate thing was the whole like government conspiracy that they want people in poor areas to fucking kill each other, and that fucking the whole gang thing was fucking created by Masons and the fucking Freemasons, and I don't want to get stone workers involved in this or anything like that, but
Well, the
yeah.
Masons get blamed for a lot of shit.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, it's the 5 point star, the 6 point star, all of the occultic fucking gang
Oh
signs that
yeah,
are out there and shit that they all match up to each other. Every fucking neighborhood that has a gang in it has a Freemason building there, not a Freemason lodge, a little like one fucking story Freemason house, and it's just I don't know, it's weird shit. It's weird how it all comes together. But then to add to that conspiracy, um, to they created a division in those poorer neighborhoods, and then with that division started dropping off guns in those neighborhoods just to see what happens. It's serious. I'm laughing because of how ridiculous it sounds, but that was
oh,
serious.
honest to God, I thought that the government dumping dope into neighborhoods
Well, that too, yeah.
was a ridiculous fucking idea.
But
But later on down the line, I don't think that's so fucking ridiculous.
well, there's a whole like fuck me, I don't know what the fuck it's called, and I wouldn't even begin to remember right now. But there was a documentary out about the CIA putting fucking crack on the streets and shit like that. Like an actual like a lab guy figured out putting baking soda and cocaine and water together and cooking it makes crack, and they put it
They
out there on the street. So it was, it's a good documentary.
That was the thing it was a rumor that I heard when I was in school. So that would have been the 70s. And it was like, yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
Well, in
You know,
your
you,
day it was LSD though. The government put out LSD.
well, they were just talking drugs. They didn't specify what. In my day, LSD was kind of faded away. LSD was pretty big in the 60s and early 70s, but
Oh, you're in the seven, so like heroin and shit like that, right? Mushrooms.
cocaine was the big one.
Oh, cocaine. That was well, yeah. You're going into the '80s though, so yeah, I guess.
Uh,
I was gonna say I thought that was an '80s thing.
but oh hell, you remember? No, you don't remember. But you've heard of disco? Well, that was the
Yeah,
70s.
late '70s. Yeah.
That that shit started in like 75.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
that's earlier than I thought then.
and that's when the fucking Tupperware bowls full of fucking cocaine started showing up at fucking discos. Uh, but you hear the shit as a kid. You still have faith in your government. You think there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
As you grow old and you see the stupid shit that goes on and the unbelievably ridiculous shit that goes on, yeah, I mean, hey, it's
Well, see,
probably fucking did.
I could kind of disagree with that. Well, I agree with it, but I could disagree with it too at the same time because I don't know if it's necessarily growing old, because I've heard that before where, you get older, you get more cynical and fucking nihilistic or whatever, and, whatever, shit doesn't matter. You kind of get fucking, like, whatever to everything. But I don't think that it's necessarily growing older. I think I mean, don't get me wrong, in the early fucking 17, 1800s and shit, people had it pretty rough. But I think getting older in them times is different. I think what we're seeing is just the the change in the times, the evolution of people. Well, no, the evolution of technology is the de-evolution of people. The more that we get fucking technology and shit given to us and, fucking delivered to us like DoorDash, shit like that. We got
Well,
the internet, we got all this shit, the lazier we get. And then
I'll
the
put it
lazier we get, the stupider we get.
I'll put it this way.
Hmm.
I don't think it's aging that makes us cynical. I think it's learning.
Yeah,
The
okay.
more shit you see,
Yeah. The more cynical you get, I don't give a fuck.
and it goes the same reverse thought goes with the more technology you have, the less you have to fucking know shit.
Well, yeah, and that's why I think that there's a lot of people that are out there that are soft. Now, you don't got to be out there in the streets or whatever, or fucking whatever, to know what life is, to like live a real life, an unsheltered fucking. This is the world, and this is how the world's gonna fuck you up. That type of shit. Like, I don't know. I like that.
What
I
percentage of, say, people under 50 today do you think could be dropped in a fucking wilderness with whatever items they choose that they could carry on their person? You know, like they could have a backpack full of shit. Could
you
be
s-
dropped in a wilderness and fucking survive.
what age?
50 and under.
Oh yeah, I would say that there's a good solid percent chance. I don't know. It depends. 50 and under. From 50 to fucking, I would cut it off at me because I don't know. Honestly, I think that I'm at the area where like people that are my age are just as retarded. So I don't know, but I would say people from 50 to 35 have a way more higher percent chance of survival than people that are between 35 and 18.
I
35
would
and 18 dead.
I would specify that probably of the whole damn group, 25 to 35% of them would make it. If that, that's being pretty generous.
Oh, out of the whole group, you'd say a quarter?
Quarter to a third.
Quarter to a third. I'm thinking that I would probably go for the fucking quarter. Quarter of them live.
I mean, because there is a certain percent of young people that are taught, you know, life skills, but
Eh,
not not as much as I would like to see. I mean, back when I was growing up, and this is largely due to the communities that I lived in, but I don't know that there wasn't one or two kids that didn't go hunting with their family at some point.
right.
I mean, there's a number of kids that have hunted and didn't like it and don't go, but they've been. But there are, or there were, I should say, a fair percentage of the kids that were out, the boys,
Well,
girls not so much.
it's also it'll come down to what you're willing to do. Now I understand being in a fucked up situation and being hungry especially is gonna make people do things that they wouldn't normally do. But then again, I'm thinking that there's some people that just won't even. I don't think that instinct necessarily exists anymore.
Do you suppose that they would have the instinct to request a fucking phone and Google how to fucking survive?
After
Or are
they
they
were
even
already
too
in that
stupid for that?
situation, after they were in that situation and the internet still exists.
Well, they'd be in the wilderness, so they'd be unlikely to be able to get it.
Yeah, they're fucked.
That's what I'm saying, but would they be stupid enough to want to take a fucking phone with them?
Get, I say a quarter lived. I'm saying at least 3/4 of these motherfuckers brought their phone with them. Guaranteed. Guaranteed 3/4 of these motherfuckers brought their phones with them.
And that is how we start on the path to human extinction.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. There's times where I've caught myself and like, oh shit, I'm fucking hypnotized by my phone right now. Let me go take a break and you know what I mean? Like I've caught myself doing that, and I can only imagine the times that I haven't caught myself doing that.
Now, truth be told, I have two phones, so I think that's twice a day, but I don't hardly ever use either one of them except for the internet.
Well, yeah, I have an internet phone where all my streaming shit is on, like all my like HBO Max, Netflix, fuck all that shit. And then I got my other phone, which is the one that I barely use, which is the one that I talk to people on.
I have a phone laying up on a bookcase that's plugged into this laptop for internet, and then I have one standing right here in front of me for people that call me and for me to ignore.
Yeah. I barely use the phone that people talk to me on.
Now, like
And
when we went down to Missouri, I'll look at weather radar, shit like that, but I don't hardly use the phone. I have to fucking really hard remind myself to take it with me.
yeah,
I have made that trip a couple of times without it because I don't use the phone, so I don't really pay that much fucking attention to it.
yeah, I'm not a phone guy.
I've started just so I remember the fucking phone to put the fucking navigator on it every time I go. I've been down here a dozen fucking times. I know how to get there. But, you got this flirty bitch telling you to turn here, 1,000 feet or whatever the fuck she uses. It's just a reason to grab the damn phone.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody was telling me to go check I forgot how to fucking do it. They told me how to do it. But somebody was telling me to go check your hours on YouTube and you'll be amazed. You'll be like shocked. Not amazed, but you'll be shocked at how many hours you spend on YouTube. And I
No,
was
where
like,
do
dude,
I go?
mine's gonna be like 36 hours a day.
No shit.
But like I literally always have something playing in the background.
Say
Even
if
if I'm playing a video game, I'm cooking something, I'm fucking taking the dogs out, I'm working on something. YouTube's usually playing in the background.
this, if I'm awake, this fucker's on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm asleep sometimes, this motherfucker's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, but he said check your hours, you'll be fucking astonished, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it'll shock me very much.
No. I'm awake, 18 hours a day, so what's 18 times 365? It's a lot.
Yeah, let's say at least clock 17 and a half of those into fucking YouTube.
Well, I'm
Taking the
assuming it counts if you're paused. You pause the video you're watching to go do something.
Yeah, you're
Go
still on
back.
YouTube. Yeah,
Well, I've got two of them on right now.
yeah. I'll
I've got
prop.
that book pause.
I got the phone case with the little kickstand on it, and I'll fucking prop that up when I'm taking a shit and watch YouTube or something. Like I don't. I'm always watching something on YouTube, so
I do not take the phone to the toilet.
I wash my hands
I mean,
before I touch it.
unless I'm out and about, and I just have the phone in my pocket,
Mm.
but I don't use it. I mean, I don't want to be sitting on talking to somebody on the phone here and go, "Ugh!"
I don't never have violent shits like that, Tony. I think you need to fucking incorporate more fiber into your diet or something.
I didn't say I did, but I said I don't want to hear somebody else do it.
I ain't gonna do that. I don't think I've ever shitted on the early. I've never shitted on the early watch yet, but never
Yeah,
say
I
never.
like that.
Yeah, never say never.
Now, I have, as a joke, went in, flushed the fucking toilet, and held the phone down there by it.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Well, I've done it here.
Oh.
I don't communicate this on my phone. I'm on a laptop. The
Oh.
laptop's plugged into the phone.
Need to get you a Bluetooth headphone set.
What the fuck for?
So you can walk around while you do this. I'm keeping good posture right now as we're doing this, and I'm getting in my steps. You gotta get in your steps, Tony.
I got enough fucking steps in to last me for my lifetime, thank you.
The more you see, the more desensitized we become. Yeah, that's true. I said that. Sammy says, yeah, the Glock 19 Gen 4 that most NYPD officers use have 12-pound triggers.
To say that, a stock Glock, how likely is it that if you have any awareness at all, gun, you're going to accidentally pull the fucking trigger?
Yeah, and if you ever see an NYPD officer pulling a gun on somebody, make sure you stand to their right.
You need to get closer.
Or wait, no. Stand to their left. Oh shit. It's time to fucking wrap this thing up, Tony. What do you say?
That's fine by me.
All right. Have a good day, everybody. You're gonna be here Friday still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Monday we're not having a show, so we'll see you guys on
Not
Friday.
Monday. Not Monday.
When Monday?
Following Monday.
The following Monday. Damn it. I was making plans already. Because I'm going to set that thing up as a premiere.
Monday's the 9th. I'm talking 16th.
Wait, which one did I leave off on? I put 3 of those greatest hits things out, right? I put one greatest hits on the early watch channel, and then I got 2 greatest hits that were on this channel. So I should be on number 4. All right. I'll figure it out beforehand. And I got 2 weeks, so I'm fucking...
Yeah, and, it could change given if the guy's busy or not. I just talked to the lady that I bought the building off of last night, and she was going to contact him because for some reason we can't ever get in touch with him.
Nah, motherfucker, you promised me a day off, and I'm getting my day off. Oh, shit. All right, well, yeah, we'll see. It ain't no big deal. Just let me know what's going on. We got 2 fucking weeks. We'll figure it out.
Good day, everybody.
Bye-bye.
At least we're letting them fucking know in advance we're not going to be here.
Yeah, 2 fucking weeks in advance.
As opposed to Jimmy just not fucking getting out of bed. Or not getting out of jail in time. One of the other.
Hey, we're turning this fucking song on. The song's playing now.
You're rocking the new one life. You're rocking the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one life. You're watching the Hollywood podcast. You're watching the new one life. You're watching the Hollywood podcast.
Hang on. Hey, like the fucking video and like, share, and subscribe, everybody.
You're watching the new one.